Most people think the reason they're not wealthy is that they don't earn enough. But I've worked with plenty of people earning six figures who felt completely stuck. And I've seen many average earners quietly become financially secure. The real question isn't just how much you make, it's what you do with it. In this video, I'll show you the 3 habits that quietly keep people poor and what actually builds real financial progress instead. If you look around, you'll notice that 2 people can live in the same city, do similar jobs, earn the same salary, and end up in completely different financial situations. One slowly builds savings and investments, the other always feels behind. That difference usually has nothing to do with intelligence or luck. It comes down to a few invisible habits that most people never really notice. In this video, I'm going to break it down into 3 parts. First, the common traps that keep people stuck financially. Second, why working harder rarely fixes the problem. And third, the simple shifts that actually create real progress. No hype, no shortcuts, just the foundations that most people were never taught. One of the biggest financial myths is, if I just earned more, my money problems would disappear. It sounds logical, but the reality is this. Think about what usually happens when someone gets a raise. They move into a nicer apartment, buy a new car, start eating out more, travel more often. Before they know it, that extra income is already gone. This pattern is often called lifestyle creep, and it's one of the main reasons people feel stuck even as their income keeps rising. Wealth isn't built by how much you earn, it's built on the gap between what you earn and what you spend. I once met with 2 clients in the same week. Client A earned $5,000 a month after tax and was saving $2,000. Client B earned $9,000 a month, no kids, no mortgage, but they were only saving $500. At first glance, Client B looked far more successful. In reality, Client A was building a much stronger financial future. A higher income didn't help because behavior mattered more. The second trap is more subtle. Most people don't ask, how much does this actually cost? They ask, how much is the monthly payment? That one mental shift keeps millions of people stuck. Think about buying a car. You focus on the payment. Only $450 a month. That feels manageable. But over 5 years, that's $27,000. Add interest, insurance, gas, and maintenance, and suddenly a single decision quietly drains tens of thousands of dollars from your life. The same thing happens with credit cards, phone upgrades, subscriptions, furniture financing, and so on. Individually, they feel small. Together, they create constant financial pressure. The third trap is how most people save. They pay their bills, they spend whatever they want, and then they try to save whatever is left at the end of the month. The problem is that there's usually nothing left. Years pass and savings never really grow. The cost of delay is tremendous. Imagine you set aside $500 a month and invested at 8% per year. After 10 years, you'd have about $91,000. After 20 years, about $295,000. After 30 years, about $745,000. Now imagine 2 people, both plan to retire at 60. Person A starts saving at age 30. Person B waits till age 40. They save the same amount, $500 a month. By age 60, person A ends up with around $745,000. Person B ends up with about $295,000. In this case, that 10-year delay costs roughly $450,000. And that's why the mindset of, I'll save later or I'll get around to it, is so dangerous. So if these are the traps, what actually works? Not extreme budgeting, not complicated investing strategies, just a few simple but powerful habits. Instead of saving what's left, flip the order. The moment money comes in, a portion automatically goes to savings. Another portion goes to investing. Only then do you spend the rest. Even 10 to 15% done consistently puts you far ahead of most people over time. I often compare this to exercise. A lot of people will say, I'll work out in the evening. But life gets busy. Meetings run over, friends call, you get tired. and the workout never happens. That's why so many people who prioritize fitness exercise first thing in the morning before anything else can get in the way. Saving money works the same way. If you treat it as something you'll do later, it usually never happens. If you do it first, it becomes automatic. Stop asking, can I afford the monthly payment? Start asking these two questions. Is it worth the full cost over time? And what could this money become if I invested it instead? Those two questions prevent more bad decisions than any budgeting app ever will. You don't need to be perfect, just start with a small emergency fund. One automatic investment, one debt paid off. Momentum changes behavior faster than motivation. Most people don't stay stuck because they're unlucky. They stay stuck because they follow the same invisible script everyone else follows. Break that script and everything changes. Not overnight, not magically, but steadily, predictably, and for good. If you focus on the foundations, spend less than what you earn, invest early, and avoid payment-driven decisions, you put yourself ahead of the majority of people without doing anything extraordinary. That's how real financial progress actually happens. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more simple, practical, personal financial guidance. In the next video, we'll talk through exactly how to create a clear, realistic financial plan in just 60 minutes. See you there.